How's it going, you guys?
Good.
Give it up for Fernando, guys. He's working hard for you guys over here.
Yay!
I'm sorry, Fernando, but you look a little white to have a name like Fernando. And I know I don't look, white enough to have a name like Chris Spring. But that is my name. So I've been getting shit lately from like people I know because I say fool and dog way too much. I just can't help it. That's just the way I talk, just the way I grew up. It actually means a good thing. It's like friend, a buddy. It's actually a term of endearment where I come from. So I could totally be like, "Hey fool, you shot that guy in the face, dog." Nice shot, fool. But there are actually phrases too that I picked up. One I actually picked up at a party I was at, where it was a gangster party. And see the difference between a gangster party and like a white person party. No offense. Is that at a white person party you're like, "Hey man, I hope they don't run out of chips." At a gangster party, you're like, "Hey man, I hope I don't get shot tonight." It's a little bit different. And so there was these two gangsters there, right? Real fucking hardcore ass veterano looking motherfuckers, right? And one of them, I'll just call him 10 Strikes, because you guys don't really get a chance of what the fuck I call him. So 10 Strikes, he looked like he'd been in and out of jail. He was like, he didn't have tits, but he looked big. I don't know how I did that. That's like more like for muscles. And this other guy, I'm just gonna call him, because he had his eyelids, right? They were fucking tatted. He had tats on his eyelids. It said, "Don't sleep." Apparently he hadn't gone sleeping. He was zombie, I guess. And I was about like, what was the scenario why he needed those tattoos? Like maybe people kept fucking with him. So he was like, "Hey, don't. Maybe his kids didn't go to sleep, so he's like, "Sleep. Don't sleep." And so 10 Strikes, he bumps into, I'm gonna call him the guy who smells good. Because I don't want to say don't sleep, because I don't want you guys to get confused. But so he bumps into him. He's like, "Hey motherfucker, watch out! I'll fucking kill you and all your fucking family." And I was like shitting at this point, right? I was like, "Holy shit, it's about to go down." I'm like, and I could see everything from the bushes I was in. So I was like, "Holy shit!" I'm still talking shit to him, like, "Oh, dude, he said your mom, bro. Don't take that shit." And so he, the thing that got me was he looked at me. He's like, "Hey, fool, I think you need a Bud Light, eh?" Yeah, I was confused myself. And the guy was like, "Hey, my bad, fool. So let me just break down what happened to you." Basically, this guy said, "I'm gonna take your life and everybody that you love. I think you need more alcohol." And that's exactly what I said. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I guess you need a Bud Light means like calm down, relax. How's your mom? Or maybe not that last part. You guys get the idea. So I come from a small Mexican family of six boys. And always the reaction is always the same. People are always like, "Wow, 6 boys? Wow, I feel sorry for your mom." But really when I hear that, it's, "Wow, 6 boys? I feel sorry for your mom's vagina." My brothers are knuckleheads too. Like my mom usually tells me like, "Oh, you gotta talk to him, because I'm the one who has insurance." So they're like, "Oh, he's best off." And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Bro, look it. Trip out, fool." I'm gonna talk a little gangster here. So like, "Hey, trip out, fool. My mom say you're fucking up, fool. She say you're acting like a little bitch, fool." Which basically means, "Hey, I think you need to take it easy. My mother's really worried about you." That's basically what it means. And I was like, "Hey, fool. Hey, for reals, fool. You need to stop smoking crack, fool." which means stop smoking crack. So basically, yeah, my brother's a crackhead, and then he gets offended too. He's like, "Why are you talking shit for, fool?" I'm like, "Wait a minute. When did telling somebody don't do crack start? When did that become shit talking? Right?" I said, "I don't give a shit. I still talk shit to him." I'm like, we'll be eating. He'll be like, "Hey, pass the salt." Be like, "Why, fool? Crackheads don't know the appropriate amount of salt? That's needed." You just want to just line it up and snort it, huh, fucker? Fuck your nose up. That's way too much sodium for your nose. But who am I kidding? My brothers are fucking drug dealers. Statistically speaking, 3 out of 6 brothers agree, crack's the shit. I should have known someone was up too because they named our first dog Basehead. And like, I remember my mom was like, "Mijo, I'm sorry. Your dad ran over Basehead." Yeah, after I stopped laughing, I was like, "What the fuck? My dad killed a Basehead?" I was confused at first, right? And so like, I'm missing Basehead, and I'm like, I'm like thinking like all these thoughts. I'm like, fuck, my dad fucked up his life. He's gonna go to jail. He's gonna get butt raped. Son of a bitch. I'm like, "Mom, how's Dad? Is he all right?" She was confused too. She was like, "Oh, yeah, pendejo, he's fine. He was driving. He was driving the car. The dog's not that big. Yeah, he's fine." So I was like, "Ooh, okay." Oh, the dog. Oh, I thought you were talking about a friend of mine. Dogs? No, my dog. But it's cool. I got over it. My dad, I love my dad. Who has dads here? Hey, when you fuckers are lying, some of you guys are clapping to this. I love my dad, but my dad, like, he's a musician, but he stutters though. I mean, he doesn't do it at the same time. That would just be so fucking weird. And but he would get mad and he'd start, stuttering. And I remember I asked him one day, I'm like, "Dad, why do you stutter?" I'm like, well, actually, I said, "Dad, why do you talk like?" He didn't like that. He did the one thing that he usually does when he doesn't like something. He slapped the shit out of me. That's how I know. And like I would always think like, well, why does he do that? And he would always cuss, so he'd be like, "Fuck shit." I'm like, "Dad, you need a Bud Light, eh?" So like I thought that's just what you did when you got mad. So I was like, "Hey," like even up to this day, like I still like if I get mad, I start stuttering, and I'm like, my wife will be like, I'm married, so my wife will be like, I gotta work on my segues. My wife will be like, "Hey, did you take out trash?" "Yes, bitch." It's big enough. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.